are a gem when you come in here. Welcome to what we call Jules GemsX at Area 5T1, where we do discuss the 5Ts. We talk about transition, triathlon, trends, teaching, and trucks. We have been focusing a lot on trucks lately. We've been working on the GemX. Actually, we've taken about a week or two off on GemX. Yet, I'll also been working on getting gear for triathlon. I did make sure that I got signed up for the Triple Crown of Triathlon for here in San Diego. So that is coming along good. We've started running now. Next thing will be biking. Today I have done a couple of videos about biking on YouTube. So how to choose a bike and how to choose some gear. I've done about gear before in the past, and so and also have and on that one discussing about swimsuit and apparel that you would purchase for triathlon. So please come on and join in on the live. So finally got here. Hi, Adira. Yeah, I had to restart it twice. I don't know what is going on. I've had nights like this before where I've had to reboot it a couple of times, but I know in the last one we got one new subscriber. Yeah, I've had times where I remember when we first started the channel, there was one night I had to do it like 5 times when, that people, or it just kept going down, going down. I had excellent reception when it was horizontal, but yet horizontal won't get us the amount of viewers, like you said. So let's get on with this. Yes, T. Ronald, I am. All I can say, there's stuff going on in the country right now, and a friend and I, sent me. Oh, Tron, I'm sorry, Tron. Tron, basically what happened is a friend of mine that lives in Florida, she is also the LGBTQ community, sent me an article that she found about one of the next targets being the trans community. And there, those 2 words that Christine Nome used for this lady that who got unalived recently in the media. Those 2 words, she said that's what, and Pam Bondi said that's what the trans population, trans influencers were going to be considered in the United States nowadays. So at this time, I find it that the best thing to do is if I haven't fully transitioned, and to keep my viewers safe, we can talk about it in a low profile manner. Yet I also have to think of my own safety and try not, to, yeah, David Miller, I did. Yeah, it's difficult, and yeah, she sent me that memo, and I relayed it to another friend of mine, and we went down the rabbit hole, and E-Ride, welcome. And when we went down that rabbit hole to, you know, and doing the research, it's true. That is we thought it might be something AI made up or someone used AI to make it up, but no, it's an actual memo that's out there. So it's not cool, you know, that they're doing, you know, stuff like that. They're trying, as my friend, and I'll quote her, says on her channel quite often, what they want this country to be is white, Christian, nationalist, cisgender, heterosexual, uh, you know, white country. So, you know, that's where it's going, and they're gonna keep pushing this, and we've seen where these tragedies have led to. Um, you know, sorry guys, um, gals, um, just see what happened this past weekend with this lady, or this past week over in Minneapolis. We don't want that to continue. Um, these peaceful protests that are going on are good. You know, we're seeing, unfortunately, we're seeing who, and you know, there's a lot of good officers out there, but um, these ICE agents are really, really poorly trained, and they're not doing good things. Tron, we're in the U.S. Welcome, Lady Sky. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so see, my friend who did that interview, she's in Arizona. I'm in California. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Um, we are trying to, you know, grow this channel. You know, right now we are at, I think we're at, what are we at? We've made it up to, we're getting close to 3,000 subscribers, you guys. We're doing fantastic. We're at 2,883. Um, so we should probably, by the end of tonight, hit 2,900. I have you figured out that with the channel, you can promote certain videos. In fact, speaking of promotion, and this is what I've done a little bit. If you guys can go to this uh, website and please put a vote in every day for Thomas, you guys. Thomas is up for America's favorite pet. So let's see if we can get Thomas there. Hey, Joseph, I figured that was you. Yeah, I figured it was. I saw the name and Yadira, I think I know what happened on that last one. Okay, got it. That's up to you, Joseph. That's your choice. I got plenty of gems. I've got what 2,800 of them now as subscribers. Thank you, Joseph. Oh, this is one thing that's getting old quick. Um, the only way the reason I'll acknowledge that because my sister was born in that year. Yeah, it. I think it's gotten old quick. Oh, you got the high fives there. Okay. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Yes, thank you for the gift there, Joseph. How's everybody doing this weekend? What's everybody up to? Remember, do hit this link that I just posted in the chat. Do give Thomas a vote for America's favorite pet. He is currently in 11th as of today. Um, he he started off in 22nd. He's gone down as he's gone down to about 8th place at one point, and I don't know what, a lot of small dogs. I don't know why people vote for the small furry dogs, but everybody has their. I guess I'll be partial to Thomas. Wow, Yadira, it looks like we've got all mods in here right now. All I see is a screen of blue. You guys, if you ever want to join another great channel, I was on there. Someone gifted me a subscription on that channel, and it's Megan's channel. It's Megan and Kirsten, and they have a channel called Ex-Mormon Snark. But even if you weren't Mormon, it is a funny channel to listen to, especially if you're a subscribed, uh, if you're have a membership. They did when you're in the Mormon church, there's something that's called a patriarchal blessing. And the way to describe a patriarchal blessing is that you go to this special guide, so to speak, um, and then what you do is you actually have to interview. Oh, thank you for the vote there. Um, so he gives you a special blessing, but it's supposed to be like it tells you about your future, your past, like what happened in your past lives and everything. They call it Mormon fortune telling. So what? But this guy has to be called upon, by God and all this, and then they give you a transcription of your patriarchal blessing. Well, what's funny is Megan and Kristen they were doing matriarchal blessings. And I went back to the channel last night and transcribed my own matriarchal blessing that they gave me. And they did it Mad Lib style, you guys. It is hilarious. I had to transcribe this just because of what it said. It was funny. And you guys want to hear this because you guys will get a good laugh. Yes, no. thumbs up, yes, if you guys want to hear this. Okay, Yadira. Okay, so it says, Dear Jules GemsX, Area 5T1, by the authority of the Holy Melchizedek priesthood, and by the power in me by the channel of ex-Mormon snark, I place my hands on your baby toe and declare this blessing upon you. You are infallible child of Frodo, born in the gnarly days of this generation. You are held in reserve because of your flabbergastedness and your ability to not when others could not. Oh, to when others could not. Um, you care. You are of the tribe of Cigar, and you will be known among the fruity pebbles for your willingness to squat badly, even when surrounded by cans. In this life, you will face trials involving. Okay, I can't say this one because it's like scooter without the S, canoes. Are there many, and there may be moments when you feel depressed while living in Kolob. Um, Kolob, for those of you who don't know, Kolob is supposedly the planet that the Mormon God lives on. However, remember that you once flew valiantly in the pre-existence and were chosen to come forth. At this time, you are blessed with the gift of grumping, which will aid you in the future calling as a Ponzi schemer or someone very similar but not quite the same. If you remain faithful, you will marry COVID 2 times or just once, but with the same person. You will raise Dickies and one day own the shortest tramp stamp. Your health will be strong, except when influenced by guinea pigs. And your nurse will be protected as long as you listen to those who claim to have authority over it. I bless you that you always know the truth, especially when it feels spelunky or mildly confusing. These blessings will be yours according to your faithfulness, obedience, and willingness not to ask too many questions. I seal these blessings upon you in the name of ex-Mormon Snark. So what Megan did here was she basically grabbed the words that a Mormon patriarch would use and did it Mad Lib style. And then, she would ask the people in the audience to put in words. And she, it was funny. That's where all those, and also since it was membership, we could be very open in the words we used. That's why, like I said, the one word, I kind of had to, stop from actually saying it all the way because here we're public. So it was funny. We had fun with it. She did 4 in total. And it was a good time. They say they might do more because everybody liked it. But like I said, that's definitely something that you understand more if you're an Exmo. Look at that. We're at 51 views. 51, guys. That's our favorite number here. Let's work our way up to 51 likes. We're only at 2. So, yeah. We're going to try to see if I can figure this out tomorrow night or something on how of Actually, it wasn't on Church of Core Horror. It was at it's called Ex-Mormon Snark. Let's see if I can find you that. Oh, I have Kristen right up here. I'm even gonna get. I have to buy myself at least one of their hoodies. It's too cool. Oh, you got it. There you go, yeah, dear. I was just copying and pasting at this at the same time. Yeah, that channel, they're they're doing fantastic with that channel. Both girls are very, very hilarious to listen to. I have a great, it's funny how much of a better friendships you grow from after leaving a certain, basically, I'm gonna call it and straight up, after leaving a cult. It seems like you build better relationships with the people that have left. And let's see. Yeah, you always do. You do. You're always on it. I'm just trying to post some hashtags in the description. Our usuals. Okay, let's hit save. Okay. Maybe the hashtags will draw more people. Sorry, it was a little quiet there. Um, yeah, right when he came on, I figured even when I hadn't even before he even told us, I had kind of guessed that. Okay, let's see that. Okay, so that's been switched around, Joseph. Okay, so 50 Joseph from 505 will know. Longer be mod, but your new one will. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Wow. Did we get a bad night here or was it the bad start, Yadira? Oh, guys, Thomas moved back up to 10th. So Thomas is in the top 10 now. We just got to get more people to vote. Yeah, and that's why I was trying to do the dual stream because it seems um hola Yair Gonzalez, Gina Pacheco, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hablamos español para los que no entienden el inglés. Tengo una moderadora um, que, que habla español también. Exactly, and that's why we're atheists too. I'm an atheist. I don't, some people in here are agnostics. That's why we stray away from talking too much religion. We have people in here that are, agnostics, and we have people in here that have religious trauma. So we don't want to trigger anything on this channel. How's everybody doing tonight? Feel free to jump into the chat. Do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We are trying to make it to 2,900 subscribers. We are currently, I think, 17 subscribers away. So please do hit that like button. We're 18 subscribers away from 2,900. We're at 2,882. We probably will hit it overnight. One thing I've been doing, I have out of my own pocket, have been paying for certain videos to get promoted, mainly with the triathlon and GemsX videos. I pay for promotion, and that helps, seems to help it. Well, thank you, Brooke. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Lots of stuff going on lately. Lately on the channel, we've been focusing a lot on the GemsX, a lot on triathlon. Got 3 triathlons. This is the first one I signed up for out of the Triple Crown here in I was about to say Cape Coral, but in here in San Diego. Thank you. We like to have people here. We like to enjoy ourselves and have fun. It's not about we want to be friends and we want to enjoy ourselves, but we don't want to sit here and insult each other. A lot of the things, like earlier, I was talking about some of the events that have taken place lately. We do need to talk about, we need to really, really look at our society nowadays, whether, where it's headed, especially what we've seen it happen in Minnesota. Certain times when we see things like this happen, we do need to say something. Yes, it does, Amari. And it was unfortunate tragedy that happened there. Yeah, this Star Wars poster is a replica of the original one. I may still have it, but I know at one time I had an original one from a movie theater in 77. And if I still have it, that thing's worth a lot of money. It was very out of shape, but yeah, and unfortunately, Amari, it is right. It's hard to be an advocate nowadays because If you are, then um, then you're completely, you know, it puts a target on you literally. That's why, unfortunately, we do have to. We had to change kind of a little bit on the channel. I've seen a couple other events that are similar happen to people I know. Unfortunately, the fortunate thing was no death was involved. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe. Let's make it to 2,900 tonight. 2,900 is our goal. We're only 18 subscribers away. Um, and bro, that's basically what's happening. It's they've and like I said it earlier, what kind of nation they're trying to get, what kind of society. So I mean, it's the long and the short of it. Um, and they're gonna keep going on. And the bad thing is, there's 3 more years of this to go. Welcome everyone. Feel free to jump into the stream. We are, always looking to have a good conversation in here. Everybody is welcome. Just keep comments respectful. Don't disrespect anybody else. Um, okay, Onslaught, I've got a couple answers for that. Actually, I will. Um, ICE, first of all, I did have a very, very close, a person close to me that did work for ICE. In fact, they were supervisor to DIU. And that's back when it was still just US Customs. Um, and they did their job. They did, I think they're just overextending what they are doing nowadays. They're training people in a very short time. Um, and they are actually, and from what I understand, in fact, I'll look up uh, the policy is that ICE can only be within a certain amount of distance from the borders. So they can be here on the. I live right here in San Diego. Yes, they can do their job here in San Diego, on the border, um, and in the mountains as they do usually. It, but taking thousands of them into cities is really against their policy. If I, I can look it up, but from what I know, it's against policy for them to be within a certain amount of range off the border. I mean, I lived in Florida, and yeah, they could be near, that border because you had, the Atlantic and the Gulf side where people would come in, and even in New Mexico. So, but getting into the deep middle of the United States, I that I understand that's not jurisdiction of theirs. In those areas, you would have to have like DEA, FBI, and different agencies like that. I know at least for having border, I may be wrong. That's why I'm saying don't quote me completely on it, but I know at least Border Patrol does have. Uh, I've heard that they have a distance. Um, okay, I'm looking it up right now. Okay, it says U.S. Border Patrol has up to 100 miles inland from the U.S. borders and coastlines. A zone incumbency, most major cities allowing them to set up checkpoints and question individuals and with reasonable suspicion within the 100-mile border enforcement zone allows for significant interior operations. Agents and generally need warrants or consent from for interior homes. Uh, though they can operate further inland for specific threats or operations. So Border Patrol authority is limited to 100 miles. And then homes they can't enter without a warrant. So, like a lot of California does reach that 100-mile zone. Um, so, because it's the coastline, not just the bottom of the border. Same with Texas, because you got the Gulf side and you got and from the border up. So any bordering states have that, and if they have the water surrounding, Border Patrol gets jurisdiction of 100 miles. So, that's reading in there. That's cool. And New Mexico, bro, that's awesome. Next year, I'm gonna have to go to Comic Con here in San Diego. I'm gonna try to get tickets. We actually have a Comic Con museum here, but San Diego's Comic Con is the best in the nation, the most famous. Okay, Joseph, sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go. I don't know how I'll get tickets because usually they're sold out very quick. There are a lot of different things I would like to do as cosplay for it. I would love, I would even like to do Green Arrow. Welcome everyone. If you're just joining us here, please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If I could buy a Stormtrooper armor, I would totally do Captain Phasma. One of the Stormtroopers that was probably the best looking Stormtrooper. I mean, not that I'm looking under the armor, but I'm looking the best armor. and s- s- so much they could have done with the character, but it was so underutilized. Um, I don't know why they killed her off. You know, they could have put a backstory to her. I mean, there's backstories in books, but not in the movie. And they could have put used, you know, use that menacing, tall, silver armor to more use. It just had a killer look to it. Let me check. I think I got a couple of text messages while we've been talking. Did Earlier I did talk with Avita on the phone, you guys. That was cool. It's always cool when you get to speak with like someone you or even meet face to face with someone online. Uh, you know, when you meet them in person, uh, like the when I moved out to New Mexico and met Shar, that was cool. Um, it was because I had started watching her channel when I was in Florida. Right now, it looks like we're getting viewership, but I think it has to do with some of the other videos. Like I said, there's been some videos I've paid for promotion on. The GemX video with the ditch lights, I accidentally paid twice, I think, and I paid $20 on each one, and all I wanted was views on it. It's got over 60,000 views right now, and it's gonna pay off. In other words, it'll keep sending views out till it's got 62,000, almost 63. Actually, it should probably be 63. 62,882. And it's probably gonna start hitting views. Oh no, usually about 11 o'clock. So it like takes the time that you paid and then each day at that time starts promoting it. So welcome everyone. Looks like Deja just posted a short. It's got 245 views. So welcome everyone. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go get a drink and then I'll be right back. It'll be, let's say, 1 minute just to walk downstairs and come back up. Okay, I'm back, you guys. So Wayne got me my look at this, you guys. I've cut down little baby doos now. Uh, sorry. I'm trying to cut down again, especially since we're going to be training for triathlon. First triathlon will be May 3rd. Then I took, the most important holiday of the year off, May the 4th. And then I took May the 5th off also. May the 4th is more important than what everybody, than Cinco de Mayo, as everybody would immediately assume. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to jump in, chat with us. Kind of a silent night tonight. So on the channel, we can talk any of the 5Ts, as we are in area 5T1. We can talk about Aaron, right now it is the safety thing. I mean, I will still do videos as my true self. But mainly right now, with the way we've been seeing, it's pretty hectic. I do have a referral to the clinic for the population, so well, I will have to, maybe go talk with someone. But overall, I can, I'm just basically dealing, it's not like it's hard to say it's like a grieving process, because I'm not in denial. I know what's happening, just kind of you get kind of bothered by it, because you basically, you can't do what you feel is right either way. That's what's difficult, and a lot of my therapy comes from coming here and speaking with you guys. So that's where I have a great time. I am. I'm, you know, people handle things differently. And the reason I had to, there's many reasons I have to kind of move to where, to this. One is actually my job also. I do know someone else that is trans. Actually, she's one of my moderators, and she was also employed by the federal government, and upon coming out, had issues with that. So I don't want to risk that. and especially with how this administration is handling things. For those of you that know, I am still on the HRT, or if you have that question, yes, HRT, I'm still on it. So right now, channel is a lot of the channel content will be on triathlon and the GemsX. So actually tomorrow I may do some GemsX. Well, I'm probably gonna do some biking content. I did do 2 videos today on triathlon. Um, Brandon, why? That's not necessary. There's I think we just need to. Thank you very much, DJ. I just saw that you posted a short. Everything okay with you? Yeah, everything's going good over here. Just, prepping for triathlon in May, August, October. Been doing a lot of content on that. Gotta finish GemsX content. I got to do the paint on it. I got to do the red spot. Found another one on top of the roof under where I put the rack. Um, okay, that's good, DJ. I'm glad to hear that. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to hit a like, subscribe to the channel. Oh, most definitely. Deja, I'm glad, definitely glad that you are. Yeah, and I mean, I might as well, my thing is to come on here and talk to you guys. You guys are great to have on the channel. And that's what my channel is about. And no matter what's going on and what, they say about our community, I'm going to be here. But there's, of course, there's the other things that happened, that memo that did come out. So it's actually been kind of chilly here in San Diego the last couple of days. Um, just feel free to bring up any topics, you guys, as long as they're kept respectful. That's fine, Deja. We love having you here, no matter you're in the background or not. And even if you're just chilling in the background. Either people are leaving or we had a lot of bots join the channel. Because we go up to like 2883 and now we're back to 2879. There were probably bots and then the channel's wiping them out. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe. Yeah, those are all cool states too. Let's see what you went to Arizona. You live in New Mexico. You went to Nevada. Well, let's see. Joseph, I've been to California. I've been to Arizona. I've been to Nevada. I've been to Texas. Have I been? Yeah, I've been to New York, Pennsylvania. I've been to Alabama. Been to Maryland. I've been to DC. I've been to Tennessee. And let's see, Colorado. So I've actually think I've been to Utah. Oh, good, Deja. Yeah, whatever works for you. Myself, right now, I'm just being stealth with all, now we're seeing what's, where things are going because um we've seen what's happened in the last couple of weeks. There was the memo that came out. We saw what happened this week. So, you know, it's definitely, I think it's going another direction. Yeah, I've been on both coasts. I mean, I grew up here on the West Coast. I moved to Florida, which is on the East Coast, but I moved to the Gulf side, but did visit the Atlantic. Yeah, that is good. Next is what countries, but yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it is, Deja. I can tell you that. Well, Joseph, that's kind of it's depending where you're going, but nowadays it's probably going to be a little more difficult to travel outside the country because it's going to be the reflection of what people are going to start thinking of Americans when they visit their country. It's not so much, um, so it's unfortunately like here, you know, people make generalizations or you come from the US, so they're going to think, oh, this is, we see this is here happening in your country. So I will say, you guys, this week again, I'm most likely gonna be on. I'll probably live stream tomorrow. Hello, Bala. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Family Guy's hilarious. The first dog. Welcome back, Yadira. We were missing you, girl. I was wondering. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that subscribe to the channel. Feel free to jump into the conversation with us. We like to be respectful on this channel. So let's keep it that way. We can talk, certain topics. One of the biggest ones we steer away from is there are many of us that are atheists and agnostics in here. I have members or subscribers with religious trauma, so let's just keep religion out of here. Yeah, I was about to tell you, Deja is in here, Yadira. Um, she's and I told Avita we'd be in here earlier. We were talking on the phone. So welcome everyone. So two new videos did drop into the channel today. In fact, I'm going to put those on the description. Go check those out in the description. They are triathlon videos. New content I'm developing. It's actually been doing pretty good. Like right now, it seems like they're actually for their you know the, what am I trying to say, for the content that it is, it's doing really well, I feel. um so I'm just trying to really. Where'd you eat? And what you said, you were up in San Francisco, right? Was it in San Francisco? Hold on, I think I'm either getting a text or no, or that I'd gotten a text. Um, Let me get back to the content here. Oh yeah, I will do that. Yeah, a lot of those. Unfortunately, we still got a lot of the uh, Jules GemsX ones. I will keep some of those around because those were created by Lena. I know Lena hasn't been around, um, but that's okay. We'll keep those because Lena did create those, and she did a fantastic job. Uh, I still get messages from her on Snapchat. Um, so, in fact, I do want to make new merch with the new channel name. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Mexican food, I'm kind of I don't want to say I'm critical, but um, I got mom's cooking here, so and there's a lot of good little Mexican restaurants around here, which is kind of funny that we still, although I can get Mexican food here at home, homemade, we'll still go at the Mexican food restaurant. That's the way it is. Oh yeah, she's a no, no, I haven't been to the casino in a while. That's cool, Adisha. I will. I like your suggestion. I had already thought about creating new merch for the channel. I do want to do more Xterra merchandise. Um, I also, maybe some tri merchandise as it gets closer to triathlon. Um, and mm, and I don't, there's just, I will, there's it's Canva that I use to create them. Uh, so I will create some of the new GemX merchandise. L- From what I see in her snaps is I think Lena's in Texas now. Disha, how cold is it up where you're at right now? It's kind of, I mean, I'm surprised I'm cold here. And that's cool. Joseph, take your time. Yeah, actually in the 40s these days here. I don't know if I brought the cold from Albuquerque or what. So we're at the 1 hour, 10-minute mark. We'll probably go to the top of the hour. Um, and that's probably be, and then I'll sign off then. And then probably do another live stream tomorrow, probably around the same. I'm gonna try to aim for more of a 4:30 starting time. Uh, Joseph, I'm gonna tell you one thing that I like better if you're using shaving cream, I would switch over to the, and I'm not sponsored, so I'm gonna say I always say that because I always, give my opinions of certain things if I like them or not. But when it comes to shaving, I like the Dollar Shave Club. It's called shave butter as opposed to shaving cream. It's shave butter. It's not gel, it's not shaving cream. It's shave butter. And you put it on your face dry, and um then you get I do either the Dollar Shave Club or what's the other one that I've been using lately? Um the Can't think of the name, but they're similar. They're also a club, but I buy them at Walmart or um and they're similar razors, and like they have five blades, and then you just it gets so close and so smooth, and you hardly ever cut yourself. Um you might still here and then, but not as much. I mean, it's very rare. And then another secret I learned from someone else, they said after you shave to get a better, less stubble and all that. Like me, it takes this is a week's worth of growth. And I know I look kind of rough right now, you guys, um, but before that would have been 8 hours worth. But yeah, if you do your straight razor, then you do an electric razor, that gets close. I mean, really, really close, and look like you almost don't have any. I may laser it off. Let's check Thomas's place in the standings right now. Thomas is in 10th place for America's favorite pet, you guys. Remember, vote for him once a day till the 15th. This is the link. This is the way. Let's see, analytics. See where we're at. Okay, we're back up to 2880. So yeah, like what we're having is a normal thing of, people that are usually have bots on here and subscribe. So actually we're seeing an increase like in the past 28 days. We have literally increased viewership by 282%. So that's almost 300%. We've had 104,200 views. And then watch time, we're 0.2 less than usual. We're at 9.8 hours, which we'll probably surpass tonight. We're up 230 subs in the past 28 days, which should actually be more than that. The channel tends to not update the ones from the promos till overnight. And then for this month, probably from just channel view, it looks like just from commercial views or promo views, we've gotten $13, which is cool. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. Everything's going good here. Glad to see you back. If you see a link up above your name, please do. Oh, no, this is not my favorite hat. My favorite hat. I don't know if it's here. Actually, it's not here. It's probably still in storage. I've got so many hats, so many. It's unbelievable how many I have. One day, I can do a video talking about hats and how each hat, you know how they say a person has many hats, meaning that they have many jobs? I literally have a hat from about every job I've ever had. So, except in nursing, I haven't had a hat. But actually, I do have one that's kind of symbolic of what I do for work. So, I could probably literally use that because I have a VA hat. I bought it for out in Florida when we were doing COVID shots, and I would have to be outside. I wore that hat. So yeah, I have one symbolic of nursing. I have my old EMT one. Yes, thank you, Yadira. Please do hit the like, subscribe, and jump into the comments and chat with us. Go check out the merch store at Jules Area 5T1.printify.me. Merch is going to be updated soon with the new name. And the old stuff will still be available too, because there's some pretty cool stuff there. I have a blanket. And let's see. I have a blanket and I have a t-shirt from I have two t-shirts from the old channel. I have the debut t-shirt of the first logo ever made by Lena Mystic Mama. Feet, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, you are a gem in here. If you haven't already, do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Remember, any supers that do come into the channel, any donos, 30% does go to charity, 15% to Animal Humane New Mexico, 15% will be going to the Epilepsy Foundation here in San Diego. Changed up charity a little bit, just kind of thinking of people like myself with affected by epilepsy. I kind of came up with that one back in November, but I think I just decided to do it. My favorite Star Wars. Are you talking episode? It's the best movie of all time. The best movie of all time, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. It wasn't even called an episode back then. It was called Star Wars. It was out in a trim like this and it said Empire Strikes Back. Look it up. When Star Wars came out, it was just Star Wars. Like this. It was just like that. So it didn't say episode 4 underneath. I think it said episode in the crawl at the beginning, but I was there in 77, the day it came out. By coincidence, it wasn't like planned. There was my uncle saying, "Hey, let's go see this new space movie that's coming out in the theaters," and we went. And since then, I've been hooked. There's a couple of things going on, Alex. I think in 27, since it'll be the 50th anniversary year, it's going to come back out in theaters in its original format. So, for those that don't know about Star Wars, in the, well, I'm trying to think what years. It was in the early 2000s that uh, George, George Lucas discovered how to digitally remaster movies, and he put scenes in there that he wanted to put in before, and he did alter the movies in a certain way. He did digitally remaster them. In other words, it they look better because the quality of film back then was way different. He was a big pioneer in how special effects are now today, which has become CGI, and then he created CGI. Um, so he's pretty much the father of most movies you see nowadays, and why you have such good footage. Um, but at one point, he remastered the movie so they look better, look digital quality, and then he added scenes. So now what they want to do is go back, not leave it at the digital quality, but only leave it at how it was before. Because some people feel that some of the newer scenes kind of, it's not the original. Okay, it's like some of you might be too young, but when Coca-Cola first came out, there was one formula, and they decided to change it in the 80s. And most people wanted the old Coca-Cola back. So that's when they came out with Coca-Cola Classic, which that's not around anymore because they've actually gone back to the old formula. So before you could buy a regular Coca-Cola, but you would have to ask if you wanted the classic form or just Coke or Coca-Cola. So that's kind of how that would be the way to say it. So my day's been good, Feet. Just been doing some content. I did do some triathlon content. In other words, I'm training for triathlon. I'm doing 3 triathlons at least this year. Um, I may do more depending on and what I did today was 2 videos on I had done 2 already. One was my day out after a run, then showed kind of the statistics that my running app gives me. The second one I did was on how to choose your gear. Now, when I talked in that one about choosing gear, one, I was showing my wetsuit. Two, I did like stuff you can wear if it's a warm day outside, and the other thing is and tri suits. Today I went back into the gear. Uh, I went back into the gear topic, and then I went and talked about headwear for triathlon because one actually wears 3 types of headwear during triathlon. I didn't realize that till I finally started looking at it, and that was an interesting video to film. And I actually had each piece. Um, you wear a swim cap, you wear a helmet, and you wear a hat when you run, or some people prefer a visor. It all depends on the person. Like I always say, everything's an individualistic thing. It's like in nursing. Um, Jordan, we're not going to discuss that. This is not what we need on the channel right now. Just which live are we talking about, Alex? There was a Vita that was on with me one time. In fact, I spoke with her on the phone today. Um, oh, 1 month ago, you're talking Jenny Gage. You're talking Life Take Two. Blonde, right? I would suggest that anybody on this channel ever get a chance to watch Jenny Gage's channel, please do. Her content is her topics have changed a bit, just like it has here, but we're finding our niches. That's the thing. And she's found she's really hit the mark with what she's uh what she's starting to do on her channel. She has done an excellent is doing an excellent job, and absolutely love her channel. I met Jenny Gage in a roundabout sort of way. Um, we were both in the beginnings of the Church of Atheism that my friend started. Um, yes, Life Take Two. And she explains on her channel what the Life Take Two is. Um, and it's a very interesting story. And I am, I'm, one thing I'm going to try to do is maybe what we can do is set up a live stream with her over here. And I will see what topic we can talk about. Maybe we can get a who, what, when, why, and how with her. So you guys know who she is and what her channel is about and where it's headed. I think we can do that. And we just have to, she's got a tight schedule because she's actually become a consultant on on how to do YouTube videos. Oh yes, Alex, you won't. I can't even tell you how many times I've watched him. Yes, well, Willow Cat, like the aliens. See, I've even got my sign right there. Welcome to the channel, Willow Cat. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Everyone is welcome here. Just please, keep content just respectful. So yeah, Jenny's found some good niches there. She was talking to the person running for Zara. Welcome to the stream. I do like sports, Alex. As you can see, there's 3 sports right away that I like to do. Okay. You seen the Sky Torn? You guys, I've got a story. One time I saw something fly by really fast in the night, um, and I saw the shape of it. The shape of it was much like I would say like a B2 stealth bomber, but the bottom of it on a B2 does not have three lights on it. So then, so my friend had told me that she had seen a UFO before in Colorado, and um, so we decided to compare stories. And not only did we compare stories, we decided to draw what each of us had seen. So what we did is we didn't show each other. We drew on pieces of paper facing it down. Then we turned it over, faced it down, and then we swapped papers. And we had both drawn the exact same object. So go figure. I mean, something's out there. I believe more in what may be in the extraterrestrial universe than a god. Because as many of you may know, I'm an atheist. So bye, Zara. Thank you for joining us. We're back up there. You guys see we're back 2882. That means we will probably by the end of the night. That means we need 18 more to hit 2,900 tomorrow morning. I bet we wake up with 29. Let's just say we hit the 2,900, we'll hit about 2,910. If around there, that's kind of been the pattern lately. With the channel, like I said, I did promo a couple of videos, one on GemsX and a triathlon one, and I did one on Thomas, and they've gotten views. And GemsX has garnered over 60,000 views. The other, let's see, the triathlon one has gotten us like almost 300 subs. It's just not, and then the Thomas one has gotten us like 70 subs or something like that. It's crazy. I think they're just not all counted up to date. I think each day it just adds them little by little. Okay, Alex, you guys, I'm gonna step away for a moment. I think Thomas is up to something. Okay, everything's good. He's had this thing lately where he climbs up on a little table, and then or sometimes he starts digging. He got a bath today. Good night, Alex. He got a bath today. He needed it. He was just dirty all around where his collar was. He hadn't had a bath in a while. He's looking good. He's all, I don't know if just the white part of Thomas is white. You guys, for those of you who haven't met Thomas, I may try, maybe we can do a live stream. I'll do it outside tomorrow, and we'll have Thomas on there. Thomas is my dog. He is a Dalmatian mix. We used to have him on all the time when I still lived in New Mexico. So it was my place. So at my place, I made my own rules. Just since I moved to California, one, the weather's better than right now. Albuquerque, I believe, is down in the 20s. It has been chilly here, but he's got a couple of nice blankets. and he's he's doing great. He's adjusted. San Diego weather is the best there is, and wish I could bring him inside. That's my thing. It's just rule will change when I'm back outside. You know. Okay, Alex, we're here. We got about half hour left. So yeah, we're just um, I'm one thing I'm gonna consider is once I have enough, I've seen the house I want. In fact, I've lived in it before, and I'm gonna find a way to make the money to buy it. No, Mackenzie, I have not. Welcome to the stream, though. Please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Um, do you know the house I would be I'm talking about has probably a big enough backyard to have a if we'd ever plan a small Jules Con, like enough people just come over and we'd barbecue, we could fit at least the mods and a certain amount of the subs. But maybe one day we can just I'll have to find an auditorium that we could do one at. Right now, I think one of the things that's gonna be planned first is everybody from Latter Day Digest last week said that they would come over here, so we might do that right now. In Santiago, I don't know. What time zone are they in? I don't know what. You're talking Santiago, Chile, right? San Diego, yes. Like Carmen. Where in the world is Carmen? The world's finest city, it's what it's known as. It's 7:41, almost just 19 minutes till 8 o'clock. So if you guys, some of the new things I've gotten for my bike, and I might do a video on this tomorrow. I got a cell phone holder for it because instead of buying an expensive bike computer, the phone will track my mileage and speed and all that. And then I got me some lighting. So I got that's lighting for my bike. I also got a nice LED one that came with that. Actually, it came with two of those and two of the front LED ones. So in case I go riding in the dark, even at that, you should always have lighting. Um, Even for the day, you can put that flashing red one on for the day. Um, Bye, Alex. Have a good night. So, and then what else did I get for? All right, I did get cycling shoes. Those should be here by Tuesday. What's Thomas is up to something. He's probably getting in his doghouse. Um, or it's the neighbor moving around because their bedroom's like right there. We're in like a triplex. Yeah, it's the neighbor. So welcome everyone. Yeah, it sounds like they're in the bathroom because it sounded like the fan just turned off. Welcome, everyone. If you're just joining us, please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. So, Muffin, now you got to tell us what you're eating. Or is Muffin eating muffins? Ooh, Subway. I haven't had Subway in a while. If I'm gonna have a sub, I I would do Jimmy John's. I did in fact, now you got me craving a sub for tomorrow. Maybe while I in the afternoon I'll order it. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. So what do you usually order from Subway? I usually get their like Italian trio. Well, Deadshot, I would say thank you. Um, but I don't believe. So now there's a couple of ways to take that because I was doing some research. I went down a rabbit hole the other day. From what I understand from historians, point of view, there was a Jesus, but the everything recorded in the New Testament about him and all these miracles he performed, the one he was crucified, but did not rise from the dead and did not perform all the miracles that he did. That is what I've gotten from historians when I went down the rabbit hole one day. I recently did it. So if people come on here, I mean, that's what I found out. Like I said, Deadshot, all I found out is that he was a man that lived, got crucified, but everything else is did not. But like I've always said, you're gonna bring it in as religious content is one thing. Like I said, I went down the historic path and saw what historians have proved. The chicken strip sandwich is good. But when I lived in Florida, there was a store called Publix, and they made an excellent chicken strip sandwich. And you would get their buffalo chicken strip sandwich. That was excellent. And they would put so much chicken strips on it and blue cheese. See, now I'm definitely see because today I almost was gonna go get some In and Out. Yeah, I get you, Deja. Another thing that's when you talk about God, it's all the different names that they say has had, and they change it. It's everything is changed in interpretations and how it wants to be interpreted. Um, but that's something that has no scientific proof to it. This man up in the clouds that you know judges us and created us. So these are all words of man. So all of us get inspired to change it to our liking. That's what things happen. Oh, you guys, my friend Jenny has a new video up. I'm gonna click a link to this one. It looks, I'm sure she wouldn't mind if it played in the background because that's what she likes her channel to do. Mm. Oh, she likes to gain a following. Yeah, history, correct, Deja. History is important. This is my friend Jenny's channel at Life Take Two. This video, I already pulled it up. It sounds interesting. It's called America is Being Radicalized for Profit. So I already started it and then just kind of paused it because I think that's going to be an interesting one to watch. Like I said, she has great content. I'm going to try to bring her on the channel. Yeah, correct, Deja. I support what other people believe, but don't try to, like you're saying, don't try to brainwash me. Don't try to uh, bring me into a religion. I've always already gaslighted into one, I should say, and then the I grew up in the other one, and yeah, I should have posted it. You guys should have. I should have filmed when he got his bath today. Um, Muffin, have you voted for Thomas today? Thomas is up for America's favorite pet. He's in 10th place right now. Vote right here at this website. Right there. America's favorite pet 2026/Thomas. One of my promo videos, I actually put that up. I did a Thomas promo video I put what for $5. I think I paid and just until the 15th. Just tried to gain him votes. So we're gonna go up another 10 minutes. And then what we're gonna do is kind of start doing our little wrap up as we usually do. Um, so as always, you guys are great. I love having all of you here. We always have a great time. I do want to thank the moderators and all my wonderful gems that we've seen here today from Muffin. We saw Barbie. We have Deja. Um, some of the ones that came up in the beginning. Well, Joseph was here. Alex. I mean, I have so many great people in here. Uh, and Yadira and um, Joseph was the other moderator today. Unfortunately, Vita didn't come in today. I did speak to her on the phone. She's doing great. Um, but as always, we had a great time in here. I love all of you. We can continue this, get this going again as far as our channel. Hopefully, what I'll do, you know, we'll get a good video in. I'll, present as me. Muffin, I am going to, my plan is to stream at 4:30 Pacific time. So, and then go till about maybe 7:30. Maybe I may even start earlier. Today I had like the stream set up ahead of time. What I was trying to do is what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to set it up through StreamYard, see if I can get it to stream on my computer, but do a vertical and the horizontal. But if I can't, by playing right now, I will. I'm not gonna, worry about it. I'll just keep doing vertical ones. And Tuesdays, remember Tuesdays with Tim. I'm usually on there at Ladder Daily Digest. I don't know what the topic's going to be this week. Sometimes they have visitors on there, so it's just really Tim, Randy, and Gene, and then someone else. I believe this week it's going to be where we can join in, so I will probably be on there. And we have a good time on that channel. It's always just a lot of joking around. I think one day we went overboard on how much we joked around. It was on the Christmas one. So we had to kind of tame it down for the New Year's one. But so yeah, that's a good channel to go watch. I'll try to link it through my StreamYard to over here. So all of you can watch. But overall, and then usually during the week, it's difficult due to the fact that my ride home tends to be longer. It's an hour on the trolley, which is nice because I'm not using as much gas. So hour on the trolley to work, an hour back, but it takes just the same amount of time in traffic and using more in gas. So, it balances each other out. So, and the trolley rides are free, thanks to the San Diego Transit giving free passes to federal employees. So I do want to say thank you to everyone for being here once again. Thank my moderators. Deja, always a pleasure to see you. YouTube Muffin. I know I've already mentioned Barbie earlier. And Joseph, I know he's left the channel already. Please if you are new here and sitting in the background, please do hit that like button, subscribe. Always, if you ever watch a video on the channel, do drop a super chat, super sticker, super thanks. That always helps. And like I said, have a good night. Thank you for being here. And we will see all of you tomorrow. Like I said, hopefully starting at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Um, we will see you then. Have a good night. Please. Lewis, it is 7:59 p.m. Mhm.